The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. These words from Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, hold a timeless truth. Imagine starting every day with clarity, purpose, and resilience. What if a simple shift in your mindset could turn ordinary days into extraordinary opportunities? Today, we're diving into 9 things to tell yourself every day, inspired by Stoic philosophy. These phrases are more than just words. They're guiding principles that can anchor your mind, calm your emotions, and lead you to a life of fulfillment. Stay with me until the end, because mastering these ideas could change the way you face life's challenges. Stoicism isn't just an ancient philosophy, it's a powerful tool for modern living. It teaches us how to find strength within ourselves, focus on what truly matters, and let go of what we can't control. In a world that often feels chaotic and overwhelming, Stoicism offers a compass to navigate life with grace and purpose. These 9 daily affirmations are drawn directly from the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. They're reminders to ground yourself, take charge of your mindset, and face the day with intention. Let's dive in. I control my thoughts, not the world. It sounds simple, but this principle is the cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Imagine this. You wake up to a stormy day. The rain ruins your plans, traffic makes you late, and someone's rude comment lingers in your mind. It feels like everything is spiraling out of control. But what if I told you that none of this chaos has to ruin your peace? Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Today we're exploring how this timeless wisdom can transform how you navigate life's daily challenges. Life is full of things outside our control: unexpected weather, other people's actions, the economy, even the timing of traffic lights. Stoicism teaches us to recognize this truth and stop wasting energy trying to change the unchangeable. What can we control? Our thoughts, choices, and actions. Think of it this way. Your mind is your fortress. When you take responsibility for what happens inside it, you unlock true freedom. For instance, let's say someone cuts you off in traffic. You can honk, yell, or stew in frustration all day, but will any of that change what happened? Instead, you can choose to breathe, let it go, and redirect your attention to something productive. In doing so, you reclaim your peace. Every time you face a situation that feels out of your control, you have a choice. Focus on the external chaos or focus on your internal response. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This isn't about suppressing your emotions or pretending everything's fine. It's about acknowledging the frustration, the disappointment, or the anger, and then deciding how much power you'll give it. Consider this. If you allow external events to dictate your mood, you're handing over control of your happiness to the world. But if you train your mind to focus on what you can control, you'll find a steady source of strength no matter what happens around you. So, how do you put this into practice? Start by asking yourself this question whenever you feel overwhelmed. Is this within my control? If the answer is no, let it go. Focus instead on what you can change, your mindset, your attitude, or the next step you take. For example, stuck in traffic. Use the time to listen to a podcast or reflect on your day. Dealing with criticism? Separate the constructive feedback from the noise and ignore what doesn't serve you. Facing a setback? Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, ask, what can I do now to move forward? Each time you shift your focus, you're strengthening your ability to control your thoughts, and that's a skill that pays dividends in every area of life. By reminding yourself daily, I control my thoughts, not the world, you take back the reins of your life. You become the master of your inner world, capable of facing any challenge with calm and resilience. When you embrace this mindset, you experience a profound sense of freedom. You stop being a prisoner to the uncontrollable and start living with clarity and intention. Life doesn't have to be perfect to feel fulfilling. As you go about your day, carry this mantra with you. I control my thoughts, not the world. When life gets messy, remind yourself that your peace isn't determined by what happens, it's determined by how you respond. Remember, true freedom isn't about controlling everything around you, it's about mastering your mind. Start there, and you'll find strength in even the toughest moments. This too shall pass. It's a simple phrase, but one that carries immense power. Life is a series of highs and lows, moments of joy that we wish could last forever, and challenges that feel like they'll never end. But the Stoics remind us of one undeniable truth. Nothing is permanent. Whether you're celebrating success or enduring hardship, every moment is fleeting. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, captured this wisdom when he wrote, "Time is like a river, made up of the events which happen, and a violent stream. For as soon as a thing has been seen, it is carried away, and another comes in its place." Today we'll explore how embracing this mindset can bring calm during storms, and gratitude during sunny days. Life is in constant motion, and nothing stays the same forever. The Stoics believed that understanding this impermanence was key to finding peace. Epictetus taught, "Remember, it is not things themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them." When you're going through a difficult time, a breakup, a financial setback, or a period of uncertainty, remind yourself, this too shall pass. Even the most intense pain loses its edge with time. By accepting the transient nature of hardship, you can start to let go of the fear and anxiety that often come with it. But this wisdom isn't just for the hard times, it applies to the good times too. When life is going well, remember, this too shall pass. Not to diminish your joy, but to encourage you to savor it fully. Knowing that good moments won't last forever helps you appreciate them even more. Imagine you're facing a personal challenge. It feels overwhelming, as though the weight of the world is pressing down on you. In moments like this, repeat to yourself, this too shall pass. Marcus Aurelius urged us to view every obstacle as temporary. He wrote, "Don't let your imagination be crushed by life as a whole. Stick with the situation at hand and ask yourself, why is this so unbearable? Why can't I endure it?" You'll be embarrassed to answer. This practice helps you zoom out. Instead of getting lost in the pain of the moment, you see the bigger picture. You've overcome challenges before, and you'll overcome this one too. The storm will eventually pass, and calm will return. On the flip side, when life is going well, don't let it slip by unnoticed. When you're surrounded by loved ones, achieving a personal goal, or simply enjoying a peaceful moment, take a second to pause. Whisper to yourself, this too shall pass. Far from being negative, this thought inspires gratitude. It reminds you to cherish what you have while it lasts. Seneca wrote, "Enjoy present pleasures in such a way as not to injure future ones." By living in the present and appreciating the good moments, you make them even more meaningful. Life's impermanence isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace. This too shall pass isn't just a phrase, it's a mindset. It's a reminder that every joy and every sorrow is part of the ebb and flow of life. By accepting this, you free yourself from clinging to the past or dreading the future. So as you move through your day, carry this thought with you. This too shall pass. Whether you're facing difficulty or delight, let it ground you in the present. It's a phrase of hope during tough times and gratitude during good times, a guiding principle that can bring balance and peace to your life. As Marcus Aurelius would remind us, everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. The truth is, every moment will pass, and that's where its beauty lies. I will focus on what's within my control. These words hold the essence of Stoic philosophy. In life, we often feel overwhelmed by the actions of others, the unpredictability of events, or the sheer weight of expectations. But the Stoics teach us a liberating truth. We don't need to control everything to find peace. As Epictetus said, there is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. Today we'll explore how focusing on what's within your control can transform your mindset and bring clarity to your life. The Stoics divided life into two spheres, what we can control and what we cannot. It sounds simple, but how often do we get caught up in trying to change things outside our power? The opinions of others, the outcomes of our efforts, even the weather, these are all beyond our grasp. Instead of wasting energy on the uncontrollable, focus on the things you can command, your thoughts, your actions, and your attitude. Marcus Aurelius captured this beautifully. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When you embrace this mindset, you stop being a victim of circumstance. You reclaim the power to decide how you'll respond, no matter what life throws your way. Let's break this down with a real-world example. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, running late for an important meeting. You can't control the red lights, the other drivers, or the ticking clock, but you can control how you respond. Option 1, you fume, yell, and let your stress spiral. Option 2, you accept the situation, take a deep breath, and use the time productively, maybe by listening to a podcast or reflecting on how to approach the meeting. The result? The traffic hasn't changed, but your experience has. By focusing on what's within your control, you've preserved your peace and turned frustration into an opportunity. Instead, ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is yes, take action. If the answer is no, let it go. This isn't about giving up. It's about channeling your energy where it matters most. It's not just about managing your reactions. It's about letting go of the need to control everything. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This applies to control, too. The more we crave control over things we cannot influence, the more we suffer. When you focus only on what you can control, you free yourself from unnecessary stress. You stop trying to change people's opinions, predict the future, or fix problems that aren't yours to solve. This clarity allows you to live with intention, resilience, and peace. Every day, remind yourself, I will focus on what's within my control. This simple commitment is a compass for navigating life's uncertainties. It's a reminder that your power lies not in changing the world, but in mastering your thoughts, actions, and attitude. As Marcus Aurelius would say, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Choose thoughts that empower you. Focus on what you can control and let the rest take care of itself. Adversity is an opportunity. These words might sound counterintuitive at first. How can challenges, failures, or setbacks possibly be opportunities? Yet this mindset lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This idea teaches us that life's obstacles aren't roadblocks, they're stepping stones. Today we'll uncover how to embrace adversity as a teacher, not a tormentor, and how reframing challenges can unlock growth, strength, and resilience. When adversity strikes, our instinct is often to ask, "Why me?" But the Stoics urge us to shift our perspective. Instead of focusing on the pain or inconvenience, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Think about it. Adversity tests us. It pushes us to adapt, to think creatively, and to grow in ways comfort never could. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Without resistance, there is no growth. Adversity also builds gratitude. When we face hardship, we learn to appreciate the good times even more. By embracing difficulties, we find joy in moments we might otherwise overlook. Imagine you've been rejected for a job you really wanted. It's easy to spiral into self-doubt or frustration. But if you look closer, this rejection might highlight skills you need to improve or opportunities you hadn't considered. The very obstacle you're facing could be redirecting you towards something better. Every obstacle is an opportunity to practice resilience. Marcus Aurelius encouraged us to reframe challenges by focusing on what we can gain from them. He wrote, "The mind adapts and converts to its own purposes, the obstacle to our acting." Let's say you're facing a conflict at work, a colleague who's difficult to collaborate with. Instead of seeing this as an insurmountable problem, view it as a chance to develop patience and improve your communication skills. With each small victory, you become more equipped to handle future challenges. Adversity also builds gratitude. When we face hardship, we learn to appreciate the good times even more. By embracing difficulties, we find joy in moments we might otherwise overlook. For example, if you've suffered a financial setback, use it as an opportunity to reevaluate your spending habits, set new goals, or learn new skills. Every action you take in the face of adversity strengthens your resolve and builds momentum. Remember Epictetus's wisdom. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. You have the power to choose your response and to turn adversity into a catalyst for growth. The Stoics didn't believe in passively enduring adversity. They believed in acting with purpose. When faced with obstacles, ask yourself, what can I do? Focus on small, actionable steps that move you forward. When you embrace adversity as an opportunity, you build a stronger, wiser, and more resilient version of yourself. Ultimately, adversity isn't just about overcoming challenges, it's about shaping who you are. Each obstacle you face teaches you patience, courage, and humility. Seneca said, "Fire is the test of gold, adversity of strong men." So the next time you face adversity, remind yourself, this is an opportunity. Whether it's a minor inconvenience or a life-changing challenge, approach it with curiosity and determination. Ask, what can this teach me? How can I grow from this? As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, what stands in the way becomes the way. Turn your obstacles into opportunities and watch as adversity becomes your greatest teacher. I will act with integrity. It's a commitment to living a life of honesty, virtue, and purpose. Integrity isn't just about following rules, it's about aligning your actions with your values, even when no one is watching. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher-emperor, wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This simple yet profound principle captures the essence of integrity. Today we'll explore why integrity is essential to living a meaningful life and how to embody it daily, no matter what challenges come your way. For the Stoics, integrity wasn't just a virtue, it was the foundation of a good life. Seneca taught that a person's character is defined by their ability to act rightly, regardless of external pressures. He said, "No man can have a peaceful life who thinks too much about lengthening it or believes that living virtuously depends on circumstances." Integrity means doing what's right, not because it's easy or convenient, but because it's who you are. It's being truthful in your words, fair in your actions, and steadfast in your commitments. Imagine a situation where cutting corners could give you a short-term advantage, at work, in relationships, or in personal goals. Acting with integrity might seem harder in the moment, but it builds trust, respect, and a legacy of reliability that outlasts any fleeting gain. Living with integrity doesn't mean waiting for monumental decisions to prove your character. It's about the small, everyday choices you make. Do you follow through on promises even when it's inconvenient? Do you speak truthfully even when it's uncomfortable? Do you treat others fairly even when no one else notices? These choices might seem minor, but together they define who you are. The Stoics remind us that our actions are a reflection of our inner values. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." For example, if a colleague takes credit for your idea, acting with integrity might mean addressing the issue calmly and professionally, rather than seeking revenge. It's about responding in a way that aligns with your principles, not your emotions. Integrity is most tested in times of adversity. When things go wrong, it's tempting to compromise your values for an easier path. But these moments are opportunities to strengthen your character. Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This applies to integrity as well. True wealth is having a clear conscience, knowing that your actions reflect your values. When faced with pressure or temptation, remind yourself, "I will act with integrity." Whether it's admitting a mistake, owning up to a responsibility, or standing firm against dishonesty, these actions not only preserve your character, but also inspire those around you. Integrity doesn't guarantee an easy life, but it guarantees a meaningful one. By acting with integrity, you build relationships rooted in trust, earn the respect of others, and cultivate inner peace. As Seneca wrote, "He who is brave is free." When you live with integrity, you free yourself from regret, guilt, and the burden of deceit. You become the kind of person others can rely on, and, more importantly, the kind of person you're proud to be. Each day, remind yourself, "I will act with integrity." Let this principle guide your decisions, from the smallest interactions to life's biggest challenges. Integrity is more than a virtue. It's a declaration of who you are and what you stand for. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Live a good life. If there are gods and they are just, they will not care how devout you have been, but will welcome you based on the virtues you have lived by." Live with integrity, and you'll find a path not just of righteousness, but of peace and fulfillment. I am grateful for today. These 5 words are more than just a reminder. They are a powerful practice that can transform your perspective on life. Gratitude, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, is about finding joy in the present moment and recognizing the abundance that already exists in your life. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Today we'll explore how practicing daily gratitude can elevate your mindset, reduce stress, and bring deeper meaning to your life. Gratitude wasn't just a feel-good concept for the Stoics, it was a vital tool for living a fulfilled life. They believed that by appreciating what we have, we could free ourselves from the constant cycle of wanting more. Seneca advised, "He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing." Think about how often we focus on what we lack, a promotion we didn't get, a goal we haven't achieved, or a material possession we desire. Gratitude shifts this focus. It reminds us of what we already have, the breath in our lungs, the roof over our heads, the people who care for us. Gratitude doesn't ignore challenges or hardships. Instead, it teaches us to find light in the darkness. By embracing this mindset, we create a reservoir of inner peace that helps us weather life's storms. When you say, "I am grateful for today," you're choosing to live in the present moment. Gratitude anchors you in the now, pulling your attention away from past regrets or future anxieties. Imagine starting your day with this thought: today is a gift. Suddenly, the mundane becomes meaningful. That morning cup of coffee, the warmth of the sun on your face, the sound of laughter from a loved one. These aren't ordinary moments, they're blessings. Marcus Aurelius urged us to recognize the fleeting nature of life. He wrote, "Do not act as if you have 10,000 years to throw away. Death stands at your elbow. Be good for something while you live, and it is in your power." Gratitude helps us savor each day, knowing that tomorrow is never guaranteed. Gratitude isn't just a feeling, it's a habit. Here are simple ways to practice it daily. 1. Morning reflection. Start your day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. They can be as simple as a good night's sleep or the support of a friend. This sets a positive tone for the day ahead. 2. Gratitude journal. At the end of the day, write down moments that brought you joy or lessons you learned. This helps you focus on the positive, even during tough times. 3. Express gratitude to others. Take a moment to thank someone, whether it's a friend, colleague, or family member. Gratitude deepens relationships and fosters connection. 4. Mindful moments. Pause throughout the day to appreciate the present. Whether it's enjoying a meal or stepping outside for fresh air, these small acts of mindfulness amplify gratitude. Gratitude doesn't just benefit you, it impacts those around you. When you embody gratitude, you radiate positivity and inspire others to do the same. It creates a ripple effect, spreading joy and kindness in your community. The Stoics believed that gratitude wasn't just about personal contentment. It was about fulfilling our role as connected members of humanity. By appreciating life's gifts, we cultivate a sense of responsibility to share that appreciation with others. Think about it. How many times have you been physically present but mentally elsewhere? Whether it's overthinking a past mistake or stressing about an upcoming event, these moments pull you away from the richness of the here and now. Every day is an opportunity to practice gratitude. Start now by saying to yourself, "I am grateful for today." It's a simple phrase, but one that carries the power to shift your perspective and fill your life with meaning. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, when you arise in the morning, give thanks for the food and for the joy of living. If you see no reason to give thanks, the fault lies in yourself. Choose gratitude, and you'll find that each day, no matter how ordinary, becomes extraordinary. I will stay present. These words serve as an anchor in a world that constantly pulls our attention in 1,000 directions. We live in an age of distractions, endless notifications, a stream of worries about tomorrow, and regrets about yesterday. Yet the Stoics remind us that life can only truly be lived in one place, the present. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, wrote, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." Today we'll explore how staying present can help us find clarity, reduce stress, and make the most of every single day. The Stoics understood that our power lies in the present moment. The past is gone, we cannot change it. The future is uncertain, we cannot control it. But the present? It's where our actions, choices, and awareness come alive. Seneca captured this beautifully when he said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." When you focus on the now, you let go of what you can't change and stop worrying about what hasn't happened yet. Distraction comes at a cost. When we let our minds wander, we miss out on life's simple joys, a conversation with a loved one, the taste of a meal, or the warmth of sunlight on our skin. Even worse, we allow stress and anxiety to creep in, filling the present with thoughts about things we cannot control. Marcus Aurelius warned against this tendency, writing, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This isn't a call to fear death, but a reminder to value the moments we have. Life is fleeting, and the present is our only guarantee. By staying present, you reclaim your time and energy. You stop reacting to life and start living it fully. Staying present is a skill that takes practice. Here are 3 simple ways to cultivate mindfulness in your daily life. 1. Focus on your breath. When your mind starts to wander, pause and take a deep breath. Pay attention to the sensation of the air entering and leaving your lungs. This simple act grounds you in the present moment. 2. Engage your senses. Notice the world around you. What do you see, hear, and feel right now? Whether it's the sound of birds, the texture of your coffee cup, or the colors in the room, immersing yourself in your senses brings you back to the now. 3. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool for presence. When you appreciate what you have right now, a supportive friend, a beautiful day, or even a moment of peace, you naturally center yourself in the present. When you choose to stay present, you experience life more deeply. Conversations become richer, stress diminishes, and you feel more connected to yourself and those around you. You stop rushing through life and start appreciating it. Seneca said, "Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life." By staying present, you live fully, not in the shadows of yesterday or the worries of tomorrow, but in the vibrant reality of today. Each morning, remind yourself, "I will stay present." Carry these words with you throughout the day, letting them guide your thoughts and actions. Whenever your mind starts to drift, return to the moment with intention and grace. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the present moment is all we have, and it is enough. Choose to stay present, and you'll find that life's most meaningful moments are the ones unfolding right now. I am stronger than I think. These words are a powerful reminder of the inner resilience we often underestimate. Life throws challenges at us, some we see coming, others blindsiding us completely. In those moments, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, questioning whether we have the strength to endure. But Stoic philosophy teaches us that we are capable of far more than we realize. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Today we'll explore how to harness this strength, uncover the resilience within, and face life's challenges with unshakable confidence. Strength isn't just physical, it's mental, emotional, and spiritual. It's the ability to face adversity, adapt to change, and keep moving forward when the path ahead feels uncertain. The Stoics believed that our strength lies not in avoiding hardship, but in how we respond to it. Epictetus wrote, "Difficulties are things that show a person what they are. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to uncover your inner fortitude." Think back to a time in your life when you overcame something you once thought impossible. It could be a tough decision, a personal loss, or a goal that required immense effort. You did it because you were stronger than you believed. When faced with difficulties, the Stoics remind us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and mindset. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," reframe the challenge, "What can I learn? How can I grow?" Imagine being in a situation where you feel outmatched, perhaps at work, in a relationship, or tackling a new goal. In these moments, repeat to yourself, "I am stronger than I think." This isn't just wishful thinking, it's a deliberate shift in mindset. By focusing on your capabilities instead of your doubts, you unlock the strength to persevere. Remember Marcus Aurelius's advice. The mind adapts and converts to its own purposes the obstacle to our acting. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. The very thing you fear can become the source of your growth. Strength grows with practice. Every time you face a challenge, you're building your resilience. Think of it like a muscle. Each small act of courage, each decision to keep going, strengthens your ability to handle whatever comes next. Start with small steps. Tackle a task you've been avoiding. Confront a fear even if it's just a small one. Remind yourself of past victories when doubt creeps in. Seneca said, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." By showing up, by choosing to face the day despite its difficulties, you prove your strength. When you embrace the belief that you are stronger than you think, you free yourself from fear and self-doubt. You stop looking outward for validation and start trusting in your own abilities. The Stoics remind us that strength isn't about avoiding challenges, it's about facing them with courage and grace. As you move through your day, remind yourself, "I am stronger than I think." Let these words guide you when life feels overwhelming. You have faced challenges before, and you have overcome them. You are capable, resilient, and prepared for whatever comes next. As Marcus Aurelius would say, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Trust in your inner resilience, and you'll find that no challenge is too great, no obstacle too insurmountable. You are stronger than you think. I will live with purpose. This simple yet profound affirmation is a daily reminder to lead a life of intention and meaning. In our fast-paced, often chaotic world, it's easy to get caught up in the noise, rushing from task to task without stopping to ask, "Why am I doing this? What truly matters?" Marcus Aurelius wrote, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, remind yourself, I have work to do as a human being." For the Stoics, living with purpose wasn't just about grand achievements. It was about aligning your actions with your values and contributing meaningfully to the world. Today, we'll explore how to embrace this mindset and bring clarity and purpose to your life. Living with purpose starts with understanding what truly matters to you. The Stoics believed that purpose was rooted in virtue, honesty, courage, kindness, and wisdom. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Take a moment to reflect. What are the values that guide you? What kind of person do you want to be? Purpose doesn't have to be about achieving fame or wealth. It's about living in a way that reflects your principles and brings fulfillment. For example, purpose might mean being a supportive friend, creating something meaningful, or simply showing up each day with integrity. When you define your purpose, even the smallest actions take on greater significance. By acting with intention, you ensure that your days are not just busy, but meaningful. Living with purpose isn't just about thinking deeply, it's about taking deliberate action. Marcus Aurelius urged us to approach each day as an opportunity to live with virtue, writing, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." Consider your daily routines. Are your actions aligned with your values? Are you spending your time on what truly matters, or are you getting distracted by the trivial? Purpose isn't about doing more, it's about doing what's meaningful. For instance, if your purpose is to grow and learn, set aside time to read or pursue new skills. If your purpose is to nurture relationships, be present with loved ones and show them you care. If your purpose is to create, dedicate time each day to your craft, no matter how small the effort. Living with purpose isn't always easy. Distractions, doubts, and setbacks can pull you off course. But the Stoics remind us that adversity is part of the journey. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." When challenges arise, return to your purpose. Ask yourself, does this action serve my values? Am I moving closer to the person I want to be? By staying focused on your purpose, you can navigate obstacles with clarity and resilience. Remember, purpose doesn't mean perfection. It's a process, a series of small, intentional choices that build a meaningful life over time. When you live with purpose, life becomes richer and more fulfilling. Each day feels like an opportunity, not an obligation. You're no longer drifting through life, you're steering the ship. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Purpose gives those thoughts direction. By living intentionally, you not only find personal fulfillment, but also inspire others to do the same. Purpose is contagious. It spreads through your actions, your words, and your example. Every morning, remind yourself, I will live with purpose. Let this thought guide your decisions, actions, and relationships. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. It just needs to be yours. Align your life with what truly matters, and you'll find that even the simplest days are filled with meaning. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, do every act of your life as though it were the last act of your life. Live with purpose, and you'll leave behind not just a legacy, but a life well lived. These 9 things to tell yourself every day are more than affirmations. They're a way of life. When practiced daily, they become habits that shape your thoughts, actions, and character. Let's walk this path together, one day, one thought, and one action at a time.